The by-election for the former Prime Minister Kevin Rudd's seat of Griffith is being held tomorrow. History and political analysts suggest it's likely to remain in Labor hands, but the coalition's hoping its high-profile candidate will cause an upset. We'll speak with both main contenders shortly, but first here's Maria Hatzakis with a look at the contest so far.
Nice to meet you. How do you do?
Hi there, go green in 14.
The race is almost run in Kevin Rudd's old seat of Griffith.
Hey Billy, welcome back.
Nice to see you. Kevin, all right?
Campaigning has been frenetic to the end, with the major parties predicting a close result.
Can I recommend this candidate?
The LNP's Dr Bill Glasson is hoping to build on his swing at the last election, but history's on the side of Labor's Terry Butler.
It's 9 decades since a government last took a seat off an opposition. The last 3 decades of by-elections indicate that you tend to get a swing against the government in its first term. Even very popular governments like Bob Hawke's first term and Kevin Rudd's first term had swings against them at by-elections.
It's been 3 months since the former Prime Minister quit politics.
It really is time for me to zip.
And more than a few are hoping to capitalise on lingering resentment.
In fact, we're all really sick of politics. We voted 5 times in this electorate in the last 3 years.
This Saturday there are choices, and the Cat Australia Party is a point of difference.
The inner Brisbane seat is a diverse mix and has traditionally fallen to Labor, but it's not in the bag.
The Labor Party hasn't been able to take the seat for granted. It's had to bother campaigning, it's had to spend money because Labor wouldn't want to lose a seat like this so soon after losing government. If Labor loses the by-election, it's a bad blow for the Labor Party and for Bill Shorten's leadership.
Labor's star campaigner, Kevin Rudd, has been keeping a low profile, but he hasn't been forgotten.
Hi folks, you probably recognise this face. That's right, it's me.
Impersonator Anthony Ackroyd is one of 9 minor party candidates contesting the by-election.
That's why I want your vote at the upcoming by-election in Griffith.
The Greens have seen fit to give him their first preference.
I'm Jeff, I'm the Greens candidate for Griffith. That's a bit of information about me if you...
In fact, the Greens have put 5 candidates, including one from the Pirate Party, ahead of Labor. At the last election, Labor relied on Greens' preferences to retain the seat.
Mr Glasson won the primary vote at the general election and lost on preferences, and you'd have to think there's a possibility of that happening. I think the seat will go to preferences, and Labor can win from behind on first preferences. Bill Glasson can't win from behind on first preferences.
But there are some who argue that neither of the main parties deserve a vote.
We've got an ALP candidate that represents the worst of the ALP. Unions, affluent lawyer, anti-business lawyer. And then we've got an LNP candidate that represents the worst of the LNP. Elitism, arrogance, and this is the system. Bang, bang.